Hi Aquarius, welcome to your energy check-in. So like the video and comment so other Aquarius can see it, right? Because it takes 2 minutes just liking and commenting, it really does help. I appreciate it. I love reading for my Aquarius. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? So if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, I suggest you go and watch that video because it's a very powerful read. Okay, so what is the advice for Aquarius at this time? Okay, Six of Wands. So if you are dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, go watch that read as well if you're dealing with a Leo or Sagittarius or Aries. I feel like this person might be moving on. So your energy right now might be focused on this particular sign or trying to make a relationship with this person. I feel like this person is moving on. Justice is separation. It's you know. Okay, I feel like for Aquarius at this time though, in terms of energy, you've got recognition and justice. So what I'm getting here is, for the Aquariuses who've been really putting themselves in the right direction, there's a lot of success coming. So because some of your energy right now is focused on the right contracts, the right legality, this could be setting up a business, and then the Six of Wands is success. So it's kind of people who believe in like the law of attraction and manifestation, and I'm not mocking it. Some people are proper into it, and you know, if we think positive, we're probably going to get better stuff than if we think negative, right? But this is kind of people who believe in all this, like the power of now, law of attraction. And so this is, for the Aquariuses who are in that, you're building momentum. It's almost like, because this is universal law, so justice is universal law, it's not human law. Okay? And so this is kind of the law of the universe, the physics. And so some of you, you're starting to get success or victory. But it's going to be for the Aquarius that the energy is in that focus, because where focus goes, energy flows, Ace of Pentacles. So it's a very good time for getting recognition. So you've set up a YouTube or a TikTok, or this is where you start to see the numbers. You start to see the numbers financially. You start to get the rewards for your work. Okay. So I was asking the question what you need to be aware of at this time, and I feel like what you need to be aware of at this time is for the Aquariuses who are wasting the time, and I'm also getting woman on woman. So I'm getting an Aquarius woman who likes women, or some of yous with a person, and then this is now reversed. Someone doesn't want a relationship, they just don't. Okay? So it's about not wasting your time, not wasting your energy. Okay, so there is also a message here that maybe you've been reaching out to certain content creators or certain people to collaborate. I heard that this person thinks they're above you. But what goes up comes down. So maybe that's the case right now. Maybe this person's got more numbers than you. Maybe they've got more money than you. But what goes up comes down, so don't worry about it. So I think there's a strong message here around give people the offer. You know, by all means, connect with people, give them the offer. But don't beg. No problem. I see it on the other side. And even if it's not that you're going to ever be bigger than this person, like don't beg ever. Don't beg anyone for shit now. Yeah, reach out, ask, they can only say no. But if you get that kind of sense of like they think they're better, I'm good. You know, see you later. Some of you are dealing with that kind of individual, and you don't want to be connected to someone like that because they don't have the right character. Maybe they have money, maybe they have success, but they don't have the right character. Okay. So let me see what else. Yeah, Nine of Cups. So I feel like some of you Aquariuses, you're dealing with someone who, again, if you like this person or you want to collaborate with this person, they see themselves, the Nine of Cups is they see themselves as better. So you need to take a step back. This is your offering. This is you no longer offering. For the Aquarius man, maybe it's an ex or maybe it's a woman that you really like, but I feel like this person, maybe they play with you, maybe they talk to you, but they're not taking you serious. They're just not. Okay? I think for the Aquarius woman who's aiming for success, the message is don't put people on a pedestal. This person might present an image of success, but she was once you. Right? Because everyone starts at the bottom, right? So That's it. It's most things you're seeing, it's just a mask, it's fake. And I know I've coached people all over the world. I've coached multimillionaires, I've coached military, I've coached people. It's fake, it's a mask, it's presentation, it's a character, right? So some years with this individual, I feel like if you knew who this person was, you'd be less interested, let's just say that. And for the Aquarius man, I think there's someone who you should let this person go. Okay, but this is a really good time to build yourself. And the Empress is somebody who they act with integrity. The Empress acts with integrity at all times because she's the divine feminine, so she works for God. She doesn't see herself as above anybody. She's not wrapped up in money, materialism. She likes nice things. Knight of Swords reversed. For the Aquarius man, I think there's someone you need to stop pursuing or putting your energy into, because some of you are coming across as a bit of a stalker, and I don't think that that's good. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Oh, and for the Aquarius woman, there's particularly a woman that you may be inspired by. They don't have the money that they present, it's fake. So there's somebody who presents themselves in a certain way, but what they're presenting is not true, it's fake. This person doesn't have the money, you know, it's a rental, it's that's it, it's not real. Maybe there's a message here about not living out through the Insta lifestyle, because most of it is fake, right? So maybe there is a strong message to, like, be careful with the fantasy and the reality, basically, okay? Maybe this is a message for you if you're presenting an image and it's basically you're going broke trying to look rich. Be careful, okay? Right, but I'm going to stick to the positive stuff for some of you Aquariuses, which for the Aquariuses who are building themselves, right, you do have people who inspire you, but you're not putting them on a pedestal. You can see the difference between reality and basically illusion. You're in a really good place right now. And I think maybe for the last few weeks or even months, you might have been reading certain books or putting certain things into action, and now you start to see the rewards. Okay. Okay. But I feel like for some of you Aquariuses, and this is the Aquarius man, I feel like there's a need to drop something because it's a waste of time, or drop someone because it's a waste of time. Someone's just wasting your time. So this can be where you keep pursuing someone. People will keep you on the hook and be not serious. You know, even for the Aquarius woman, with this woman, she might be nice to you, but how is she helping you grow? How is she helping you moving forward? Some of you, this is a coach, so this is someone you've been working with. This person's taking your money, they're fake. So I feel like you're paying them to do something, and basically they can't follow through. They don't have the skills or the talents, and maybe they're taking your money. So you need to be sharp at this time. But I'm getting this a lot around, for the Aquarius man, it's you're pursuing someone who's wasting your time. Yeah. And so the Seven of Wands, some of you are dealing with a Leo woman, Leo man. Two of Swords reversed is no longer going back and forth with this person, in and out with this person. I'm out. So obviously sometimes, like, we love someone, or we really want to be with someone, and so we try a bit too much. We've all done it. But I feel like, and I don't want to say take your self-respect back, because I don't think self-respect comes into it. Just sometimes we get wrapped up, we get lost. But this person, they're not even worthy of you. Like, they're not worthy. They're not worthy of the investment, the time you're giving to them. Some years it's an ex, and I feel like this person might be with someone else, or I feel like this is a person who, they keep you on the hook just in case, but they're not of good character, okay? They keep you on the hook, but they're not planning any. And some years it's definitely strong fire sign. And for you Aquariuses, I feel like this person might have like multiple women. Maybe they're in a relationship. So remember, we just talked about this. So some of years it could be a Leo, Sagittarius, I had Virgo, Gemini, X. But I feel like this person's with someone else. And these people who move on, they're with someone else and they're still texting you. Classless. like classless, like not serious. So you need to drop it, okay? Let me see if there's anything else in this energy check-in. Okay, yeah, Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I do think there's a strong message for some of you Aquarius where you are faking it till you make it. So what I mean by this is some of you are doing that Insta lifestyle, perfect life real. And it might be significantly affecting your money and your security and your stability. So I think you need to correct yourself, because the thing is the Empress is indulgence. The Empress lives a very indulgent life. She buys the Chanel bag, she has nice clothes, she has a nice house, but can you afford it? So don't go broke trying to look rich. So some of you, I feel like some of you that might be getting a bit out of control and you need to just pull it back in at this time. And some of your energy might be really in these Insta girls, and you know, and it's, I get it, right, but also apply practicality to it, because the Page of Pentacles reverse can be not having the money skills, not having the investment skills, living for the short term and then paying the consequences later. And believe me, they will come. All debt will, you know, what we sow we reap, and it will come. So just be smart. There's nothing wrong with wanting the high life, and there's nothing wrong with even building yourself online to convince people enough that they'll support you because they can see your potential, etc. But just don't build a lie. There's something here where someone is building a lie, and it's only going to backfire, okay? Four of Wands reversed. This can be also a community that turns on you, exposes you. For some of you Aquariuses, I think you're working hard to try to expose another person, because remember we talked about that Empress, that she's not who she appears to be. But be careful, you know. You do have justice, so again, maybe you feel like that's the right thing to do. Expose this person. Maybe this is like a scammer or somebody who did you out of money. If you're doing this to people, there will be people who come after you to expose you, because we live in that type of society now where people make bag and they make clicks and they make numbers off exposing people. And again, some of you might be feeling like you need to hold this person accountable and let other people know. That's on you. That's your choice. But I'd say for the Aquariuses who you know you fell off the divine path, you better be careful, because okay, so okay, so I feel like for the Aquariuses who are not in a good place right now, we've got the Knight of Swords and we've got the Eight of Wands. You've been wasting your time, wasting your energy. So I think there's another message at this time, which is you need to pull yourself back into check, and you need to start putting your time and your energy in the right direction. So remember at the beginning we talked about the law of manifestation, focus, what we're putting our energy into. I feel like for the Aquarius who start this in 6 months' time, you're going to be a different person. So right now you might be stagnant, you might be in a bad place, maybe there's not much money, maybe you're in a crappy job. The message for you Aquarius is you can have the life. Not every life on Instagram or TikTok is fake. Some of it's legit. But if you look into the backstory of the person and you like really investigate, you'll get to see who's fake and who's real. It's very possible to live a high, abundant life, but you need to make the right steps and the right investments and be smart. So I feel like some of yous, it's time to learn, it's time to read the right books, and it's time to put your energy in what is going to build the abundance that you want, instead of some years are coming up as the Knight of Swords. So this can be also bitterness towards people who do have success and they do have what they want, but it's because they've put their energy in the right direction, they've took action, you know. So I'm sorry, but I am going to have to say it, there is a bit of bitterness, right? And this is where you get these trolls, you get these people, they have no backbone to do it themselves, so they just sit there yapping on a keyboard because they're really jealous. Is that who you want to be? Some person who's sitting there observing other people's lives and like put on hate? Or do you want to be a person who's like, okay, maybe I'm inspired by this thing and I should learn from it and investigate and make my life that? So A lot of years, I think it's the other way around, but some of years, you don't want to be that person. It's so dirty to be a hater, and so many people are okay with being that in this world now. It's so dirty to be that person who's wishing people bad and trying to drag people down, trying to destroy people and expose people. And then there is a case of sometimes people do bad and everybody should be corrected, and so sometimes people correct you, and that's life, you know. So, but I feel like for some of you Aquariuses, you're already there, and then I feel like for some of you Aquariuses, you kind of do need to get serious about your life and think about what you want, and tune into the right people who are an actual success as opposed to the projected success. And you're going to know that by maybe you'll see certain people, research into those people, check those people, do your investigating work, because then you get to see what's legit and not. And some of yous, I'm telling you, something is just dragging you down. You've given enough focus to this. You've pursued this long enough. Definitely a masculine. For the Aquarius woman, it could be another woman. Some of yous, it's been some ex that's been keeping you on the dial, but they don't care. They're with someone else, that should tell you. They don't give you time or energy. They're not giving you an honest answer, that should tell you. And some of yous, I'm telling you, money is coming up really strongly. A job is coming up really strongly. And I feel like the message for Aquarius is you are the star. And what I mean by this is, if anybody can go out there and be like a global star or set up a podcast or get success, it's you. It's written in the stars, right? So I feel like there's a message for Aquarius, which is you can lean on that power. The law of attraction, manifestation, that's your thing, that's your forte, that's your safe space, your comfort zone, right? I think some of you are stuck in some shit old job and it's just like, you're bored. For me, with the King of Pentacles reversed, it's either some mundane, repeated job or you're just bored, you know? And then some of you might be remember what we talked about, be careful. Don't put your focus in too much of other people's worlds. Don't put your focus in too much of what's going on in the world. It's a distraction. And most things are deceptive. Even with this war in Iran, it's deceptive. Half of it is not what you think it is, and you're just wasting time trying to figure it out. They're like, we're going to drop the nuke, we're going to kill everyone. Do it then. We're waiting. I bet you don't. You know? We're bluffing, we know. Call then, let's go. Like, they won't do it, right? Most of it is just bullshit. It's all propaganda, it's distraction, it's a money grab, it's a power grab. Because when people are truly angry, they don't come out here yapping their mouth, they react. Sorry, they act. When people are truly angry, they act, they don't react, they don't yap. That's how you know the difference. So some of you, the reason I'm saying this is you might be getting a little bit too consumed with the content in the world. The other side of the coin is if you genuinely care, set up a YouTube, set up a TikTok, talk about the world events, make sure you do your research, make sure you're a legit person, make sure you're not selling people shit. Be genuine, you know? So it doesn't mean you can't do this, right? But it means be genuine. Make sure you're making the world stronger. Make sure you're informing people correctly rather than misleading people, right? I could go on with this forever, but we'll leave it at that. But the current energy is, some of you are all over the place. That's you, right? You're angry at people, you're angry at the world. You might be falling for all the, we're the pitting this person against this person. Again, is it going to bring anything good in the end? Okay, and then there is causes in the world that people are willing to die for, that they believe in, and that's fine, that's your hell to die on. But I'm going to say for most of you Aquariuses, some of you, this is a very dangerous card because this is the nervous system. So this is where we can have some kind of breakdown from a job or from a relationship, or we're in a very bad place mentally. And the energy is the thing that comes after, and then it catches up. So some of you, I think you need to care for yourselves, and I think you need to pull yourself away from something that might be destroying you mentally and energetically. Some of you, it's a job, some of you, it's a person, and some of you, it's all this shit that's going on in the world. And even if we're in Don't Look Up, that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, even if we're in that, then it's like, okay, we can't control it, we can't do nothing. we just carry on living. We focus on our own life. We build, even if it gets destroyed. We connect with people. We give people the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Right. So I don't know if you have seen that movie, Don't Look Up, but some of you might need to go and watch that movie because it's really funny. And it really is aligned with the times that we're in, you know. But yeah, I'm also getting for the Aquarius who are in a bad place, like things are low vibe right now. You're in a bad mental space, you feel quite defeated. If you listen to this in maybe by July or in around 6 to 7 months' time, you'll be so glad you started now. This high priestess is someone who's doing the research, they're doing the work. If you listen to what we've said and you start really putting your energy in the right direction and you start building this TikTok or YouTube or whatever, in 6 to 7 months, the recognition, the success. And your job, like I said, is to just be as authentic as you can. You won't please everybody, but just be as authentic as you can, and that's the real win. Like the video, comment. If you want the 7 key messages, it's in the description. If you want any other read, it's in the comments. I'll speak to you soon.